Good evening, and welcome to Coffee and Tea with Aeson and Natalie. How are you, darling?
I'm doing quite well, sir. How about you?
Doing well, doing well. A little evilly busy, but you know how that is.
You know,
Yeah, you know.
it's okay. I've been dealing with some throat chakra stuff, and it's not illness related. It's literally to do with me sharing, like
Overly
speaking,
caring,
like
underly
just getting
scared.
getting some stuff out.
Yeah, and that takes time. Sometimes you have to take a course of, I don't know, running over the dead marathon with it.
Pretty much. And I'm like, it's not illness based. It's definitely
Mhm.
it's definitely an energetic blockage that I'm dealing with. So
Mhm.
if anybody sees me like coughing and stuff like that, it's just I'm going through some stuff.
Sure. Well,
That's
you're
all.
psychic, and we were just talking about, and before we went to air, patting our orders, air,
I
calming down
know.
our
Like
nerves.
right before we were on here, I just immediately was just like, oh, let me just get rid of all of that nonsense and throw that back down to the ground because I
Well,
don't need it.
no, I was like, okay, Natalie, I understand you're slow in evenings, and you have the ability to stream and what the hell ever. Why are you picking up Desperate Housewives bullcrap?
It's not other people's desperate housewife stuff. It's my own desperate housewife.
Oh God, can you imagine if the franchise got so cheap that they done Desperate Housewives of West Virginia?
Can you imagine? Oh no, I'm sorry. Wasn't that Teen Mom too?
I thought so, but I was trying to be nice.
I was like, we did have that. It was called Teen Mom too.
Yeah.
Although I mean, gotta say it is a guilty pleasure of mine, or it used to be a guilty pleasure of mine, was sitting and watching that whole train wreck of a show. I mean, MTV did a great job of editing all of that together. Gotta be honest.
Right. Oh, so how's business?
Um, Summertime slow, but I'm still doing stuff.
Okay.
It's not
I was
like I
gonna say
haven't.
summertime slow. How?
Well, I was on a network who had like a massive sale going on, and
Uh-huh.
I logged on for it for hours and 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 hours, and then nothing.
Oh, I know
And
the
then I got
network
like
you're
three in
talking
a row.
about. Shall we talk about this for a moment? Do you want
Well, then
tea?
all of a sudden I got like three in a row, and I was like, okay, so it's not like me or anything. There are people on there who are looking. So I did those three. They came in all in a row, and
Right.
then nothing. And I was like, I've been logged into this cell for like 30 hours.
Yeah. But
And
do
I
you
made
want
and
tea?
I got like four people out of that entire thing. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. Do you want the tea though? They had a sale during a fucking upgrade. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Talk about the left hand, not talking to the right hand, not talking to the green hand.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, what is the point in running a sale if the advisors that you have on the network already aren't getting readings, aren't getting clients? What is I mean, I know that this particular network has not advertised online for a very long time. And
Yeah.
whenever they do, they only advertise their sales, not their actual platform, not their app. And I'm like, you gotta let people know that you exist.
Well, and that's where they count on their advisors to do that.
But then they tell us you're not allowed to get people from other networks or let people know that you're on other networks. And I'm like, well, that's how do you want me to tell people about me then?
Yeah.
Because by doing so, I would be breaking, per the contract that I signed with you, at least 10 of your non-disclosure agreements that I signed and said, I won't tell people I'm on here under this name. You know what I mean? They're
Do
like,
what?
oh, on Purple Ocean, if you direct anybody to an outside link on Purple Ocean, they will fire your ass.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes, that's standard. You cannot take them from Purple Ocean to somewhere else.
right.
You can bring them to Purple Ocean. It is a one-way commute.
But on some of my other networks when people are complaining about prices and I want to take them there. I have to talk about other networks in my text chats on other networks, which would be breaking the rules.
Right. But you can post that, oh, come see me at Purple Ocean. They're having a massive sale.
Yeah.
You need to look at, I think you got hit with the follows because I just launched a new marketing campaign.
I haven't seen any ads for Purple Ocean in months.
Well, I know that, but I think you saw, I know you got a lot of follow me here, follow me here, follow me here, follow me here.
Right.
And it's all the me. It's Aeson at Keen and Aeson at Zodiac and Aeson at Modern Spiritual and Aeson wherever. That's how you deal with that.
I can only do so many things at the same time.
Well, there's secrets about that one.
I log into one network and then the other network starts blowing up and then I have to turn off the other one and then that one starts blowing up and I'm just like, I can't deal with all of this all at the same time. I can only do one.
We'll work on that.
It's frustrating.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, I've been baking bread almost every single day. That's been like a creative, tasty outlet.
Yeah. Are you doing the honey bread?
I've actually done I found a recipe, and I'm not going to reveal too much because I really, really like it. And I kind of want to keep it to myself until I perfect it. But there's black pepper in the bread, and I love it.
Ew.
Oh no. See, I thought like at first I was like, that sounds really gross and really weird. It's actually really tasty, just the right amount, and it's an overnight. Like it's an extended rise dough.
Right.
You could do it overnight, but it's just an extended rise dough process. But I find it adds like this like little bit of like warmth to the bread. Like with jam, it's delicious because the black pepper brings out just like that little bit of spice in berries and things like that. I find it to be really delicious.
Oh God.
It's not like peppercorn bread. It has just black pepper in the dough itself.
Uh-huh.
So as it just, the oils in it just kind of permeate it ever so slightly. And it's really delicious. And it kind of has like this, like very, very slightly peppered sourdough kind of taste to it.
Yeah. See, that's me. You ruined me there.
Yeah. You're like, yeah, no thanks. I found it to be quite delicious.
Right.
Hey, Melissa.
Hello, Melissa. How are you? Hello, Miss Brenda. Hello, Miss Shannon. Nice to see you slid into where you're at. I
sent a few people some links, and I was like, "Hey, we're live.
Yeah.
Come on and say hi. Share it out. Hit the share button.
Hit the share button. Hit the commenting button. Hit the likey button. We need
hit all of the buttons. If you are not on my YouTube, hit my YouTube. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. I need to get so many followers. Get your friends to subscribe to it too, please, please, please.
Yes. Subscribe to all of them.
Just find us on all of the platforms.
Yeah.
And I've been a little bit more active on the TikTok as well, just like a smidgen.
I have too, but I don't. I got burnt out on doing the 3-card over there, and like
yeah.
So I've been doing the funny. Like my TikTok's going to be my comedy.
Yeah, I've been doing some silly things.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shannon was like, "Oh, it's 8. It's 8 o'clock. It's 8 o'clock. Wait, I have somewhere to be." You play with the filters. I've done. Yeah, I'm learning. I will just say that I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to figure it all out because I was looking at it, I'm like, this is just a dumpster of it's a dumpster app. Honestly, everybody's got an opinion and everyone dumps it on that app. You know what I mean? So it's a dumpster app, but and I watch a lot of, I've scrolled through and seen all these other intuitives, and I'm going to use that term very, very loosely here, on that app giving readings. And I'm just like, you have got to be kidding me. This person is not serious. Well,
Yeah, there's another app that I've looked at.
Huh?
There's another app that I've looked at going over, and you can go live with no followers. And
What's it called?
Clapper.
Clapper. I think I'm on that.
Yeah.
And they got mad at me because I smoked on it. I took one hit of something and they're like, you can't do that.
Really? That's weird.
Yeah.
I thought they were like
It
all
immediately, they flagged me for it. And I was like,
yeah.
oh no, initially they yelled at me because I had incense going in the background and they said like you can't have smoke. And I was like, it's not me smoking, it's incense. I was like, I can't stop that from happening.
Right.
And I was like, but since that's going, what's to stop me from doing that? You know what I mean? And they're like, we'll suspend you. And I was like, well, then I just don't need to be on this app then, do I?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I haven't played over there yet. There's a lot of them, and I believe I can go live on Instagram. Like,
yeah. I've had friends that have been like, you need to go live on TikTok. You need to go live on TikTok. And I'm like, I just, everybody on there has something to say. And I really don't want to deal with all of the negativity that exists on that app. Thank you so much. It's just so much of it,
Well,
so.
And I feel like, I don't know, I'm trying to find time. Like,
yeah.
I can only go live so many places.
At the same time.
At the same time. I can only do so many things at the same time.
Yeah.
Like
yeah. You used to have a Clapper account. I think I'm pretty sure. Hang on. Let me see if I do. I'm pretty sure I do. Maybe. I do. I do still have it.
And then, we're building all these social media platforms. Okay. What I really want to do is build my own, build through my website and build through our websites because we own, we all have them. And then we have our shared one, a PCSP network, which I'm going to start putting more stuff over there, guys. Namely like the show replays or the show live. So you can always find where they're at. Or at least the scheduled ones. And I'm moving in a different. I really had to have a very hard look at myself here recently.
Right.
And so I'm not at the level I was at 2020. I'm not at the level I was in 2022.
Right.
Where does it make most sense for me to be at?
Yeah, and I think a lot of people are going through like a big shift and being like, okay, so I used to do this and now I want to do this, but I still also want to. A lot of people are going through a big shift.
Right.
Like a lot of people, it's like I've seen a lot of people doing a shift within their like jobs, especially taking on new roles or leaving their jobs or careers entirely and going after something completely polarizingly different, which I'm fully in support of.
Right.
If something wasn't making you happy anymore, then do something different, for heaven's sakes. Just do something different.
Right.
But yeah, so but I've been as my pain has been getting kind of I don't want to say worse, but like less manageable, or I'm having to find different ways of managing it. I don't see it's getting worse because I don't want to put that kind of label on it, but it's becoming I'm having to change how I deal with it on some days. Hey baby. So as I'm learning how to kind of adjust to what I'm able to do currently, and I know that I'm going to end up like, I will go through a moment where I'll feel great and everything will be fine. My pain is low, but right now I'm just like, hey, my bones are kissing each other and I'm not happy about it. So I'm taking
to knock their spice down.
Right. I'm taking the opportunity that in my downtime, like in my downtime, I'm still taking advantage of that time to work on things that I've been putting off for 20 years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like something that I've been putting off or just kind of like teasing around in my head, like maybe I could, maybe I should learn how to do that. Maybe I should learn how to do that. So now I'm learning how to do things in my downtime, and I was like, that's cool. I'm learning that I am capable of things that I didn't know that I was actually capable of doing, and I'm finding it to be therapeutic in the process, which is really nice. And I'm not going to go into too much detail because I'm not ready to reveal too much about like what's happening, what I'm doing like behind the scenes and stuff like that. But whenever I am ready,
whenever you're ready, you take your Patreon first.
Right, exactly. You know, and it's going to be really exciting when things start, when it all come when I graduate up to like the next stage.
Well, for me, it's been this one. I got into like I've got a hold of HB90. I've recommended it for writers and authors and people that really like what it's designed for. Well, I got finally said, fuck it. I'm spending $24 being the planner, doing the goal work. Oh my God. It's like, how many hours does it take you to do admin work? How many time blocks can you do this? And it's like made a game changer. But in that game changer, I started an antibiotic, not over anything serious. Just, it's time to tell my body to knock itself off.
Right.
And in doing so, and then there was the new move in Gemini shift, and it's like, I'm waking up at 4:45 in the morning, and I'm ready to rock. I'm waking up at 8 o'clock in the morning, and I'm ready to rock. So I am doing day shift now, which is really weird.
Yeah.
But it's like, I'm getting more focused at what I want. Someone stole one of my courses that was designed for advisors.
Oh no.
Oh yeah. And apparently hasn't told the network that they didn't write this course.
Fun.
Yeah. So and it was really triggering me, and I'm like, why is this triggering me? I'm no longer at that level anymore. I'm now doing more things and different things and other courses and other things, and it's like, do I need to be dealing with this? No.
Right. Is this really worth my time and energy? Is it really?
Yeah. If they want to, like, I don't know, go back through, and this is just an example. If someone wanted to use a tarot deck that's worn out and trashed to try to do professional readings with, fine, you have fun figuring out why, the Four of Pentacles has a burn in the center, so it's really talking more about the Three of Pentacles.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I had to, have a hard conversation with Aeson.
Yeah. My higher self has been obnoxiously present.
Yep.
Shall I just say that? Can I just say that about you? You have been obnoxiously present recently, and I don't hate you for it, but like, good lordy.
Mm-hmm. Well, as Mel Robbins, let them have fun with this. It's old notes. They're not going to get results from it because the system's changed. When the system changed, there's new matrix that went into play, and that class is a totally different class.
Right.
So I'm taking more Abraham Hicks on this one. I'm standing in the vortex of creativity, and let them stand on the outside catching the waves.
As soon as like Gemini, like as soon as this whole shift went into Gemini, it was like everything went into like, let's create. And I was like, whoa, okay. They're just like, you didn't know we were gonna do this, but we were gonna do something new. Here was a new project that you didn't know that you were ready for. And I was like, oh yeah, no, I did not think I was prepared for this, but the opportunity has definitely presented itself, and I have to take it. So here we go.
See, and on my side, it's different. It's, let's go clean up. Let's update West Virginia Psychics and put the real psychics that matter there. Let's go through and clean up a PCSP network. It got an overhaul. My main website got an overhaul. The next one, it's getting an overhaul, will be Psychic Coaching You, which is my professional psychic business coaching website.
Mm-hmm.
So that one will be getting the overhaul and getting that upgrade. That's also where Aeson Education is going.
Right.
Because,
you need to have a place for all of your classes instead of just having them scattered all over the place.
Well, not only that, but it needs to be over there because there are advisors that do not know how to read tarot.
I know. That's why I stayed off of TikTok for so long.
There are advisors.
That's why I stayed off of TikTok for so long, because I just I've been watching some of these people and I'm like, you cannot be serious that you're getting that from those 3 cards. You cannot be serious that you're getting that message. Like, I see something completely different.
Well, that's normal. Okay, 2 readers will see the same different things.
They will say the tower. They will see the tower card, and they'll just be like, "Oh, there's just a little bump in the road coming up."
Yeah, a bump in the road the size of a West Virginia pothole.
Okay, right. That's what I'm talking about. And I'm like, you can't be serious. And then it'll be followed with something I don't know, the 10 of Wands. And I'm like,
so everything's going to blow up and you're going to take on more responsibility because you have
right. I'm like, so this person's going to take on this emotional overload and all of these extra responsibilities after this minor little hiccup that you're claiming they're about to go through. And they're like, oh, but she'll be fine. I'm like, no, this is a long journey that they're going to go through. This is a 10. This is a long stretch. This isn't just a one and done moment. This is going to take them months to get over.
Uh-huh. Yeah, this is the fun part.
And I'm like, I'm reading this, doing this reading, and I'm like, I can't interfere, but the hell, what is going on right now? You know what I mean? And I'm just,
here's the thing, and this is the thing that people do not like me saying, but I'm going to say anyhow. You know how people cannot go and eat at everybody's house? Don't go and get readings from everybody that says they're psychic.
Right, exactly. Do your research, folks, please.
Yeah,
and it might that exactly the UD junking and stuff like that. That's most likely very much part of that whole energy.
Yeah,
as well. It's it's when we're creating something, sometimes it means creating space, which is letting go of things. Some people don't look at that as creation. They look at that as destruction or downsizing, as you kind of put it. But in a way that is in fact creation, because you are creating space for something new to come in so that you can have it refilled again. Does that make sense?
Right.
Hope that makes sense.
All right, so we're going to have some fun. I just pulled 3 cards.
Did you?
We did. I did. I thought we'd have fun.
Okay.
We're going to read these 3 cards. You're going to do it, and I'm going to do it. And then we're going to have the people see the difference.
Okay. Hang on. What is that? We got 7 of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, and 3 of Swords?
Yep, but in reverse.
But all in reverse?
Meaning 3 of Swords, Knight of Cups, 7 of Pentacles.
Well, all of your efforts are going to lead to, it stop. Just stop. If I got that, if somebody asked a question and I got that all in reverse, I would be like, okay, let's
back up. What I said was in reverse was you stated the order. I was giving you're seeing them in reverse order. First card up is the 3 of Swords.
Okay.
Followed by the Knight of Cups.
Heartbreak. Moving on from your emotions, but it's going to take an adventure to get there.
Okay. Here's my breakdown. There is a heartbreak. Something is going to pain you. You're going to cross emotional barriers and put up new boundaries, like you're burning the bridge behind you with the hoofs of your shoes. Right. And then you're going to look back and go, what the fuck was I doing?
Oh, I saw it in the other way because I was seeing it reversed, and it was like, so your hard work and efforts have taken you literally to to heartbreak. So just stop. Or the way that you're going is the hard work and effort you're putting in is going to inevitably lead to heartbreak. So just stop. Right. That's the way I was seeing it in the reverse.
Right.
I was just stop right there. Just can we just advice, just stop.
Right. but I see people all the time. They won't shuffle their cards. You don't hear them clicking their cards. You don't see
Or
them
no,
shuffling.
they'll shuffle it once and then just flip it over, and I'm like, oh my god, you weren't even thinking about that person for even just a half of a second.
Well, and those are things that annoy me. It's like, okay, I'm pulling my standard read. I don't know. I need to choose me a victim since they ain't popping questions up.
I'm gonna use the Nightmare Before Christmas deck.
Awesome. Choose me a victim.
A victim?
Yes.
What, out of the audience?
Yes.
What if Mish Maven is willing to be volunteered as tribute?
Okay.
If she's willing.
Let's have fun with Miss Maven. See how long this is taking? When I would do TikTok videos, this would pull in even far. This is not part of that 60 seconds.
This is not what in 60 seconds?
You don't see this in the 60-second video when I do them or when you do them. Let's see what Miss Maven needs to know. And then Brenda has volunteered as your tribute.
Who?
Brenda.
Oh, Brenda is? Okay. Here, I'll do Brenda. Hang on. Oh, damn it.
All right. Here we go. In the past, you've had to face a lot of fears. You've also taken on things and felt like you didn't have everything you needed. Miss Maven, right now, you're making some decisions because you're going through some changes. Those changes... Hello, kids. Go sit down. You're not 18. Those changes are going to bring out your logical side, and with that logical side comes creativity. Getting back to your roots is highly important. This opens up a new passion. With that brings financial abundance. All right, so we look at the base hand, and the base hand tells us that you're trying to find emotional well-being so that you can be a diplomat in situations. In the reader's hand, we have you don't like making decisions as hard as you should be. You should be harder on those decisions. Stop being Solomon and trying to sort out everyone's problems and pay attention to your own self. That was a 60-second video read.
All right, you ready, Brenda? Are you ready? All right, so you've got the your boundaries are definitely not working, and somebody around you is going to be literally breaking your heart or just causing you some heartache and pain. And I do feel like it's definitely somebody in your community, somebody around you that's kind of close to you. It could be like a friend, a coworker, somebody that you talk to on the regular, but someone is definitely stabbing you in the back, my darling. And it's you might end up having to confront them in the long run. And it's okay if you feel like just if you feel like this person is completely upset you, it's completely fine to feel that way. You have the mental fortitude to see through all of their BS and through all the darkness. You understand exactly why you have to do what you have to do. So I hope that makes sense for you, and I hope that you will let me know when that kind of stuff comes up, because I'll get the spray paint and I'll get to town on the car.
Spray paint? Okay, I need some help.
Yeah, I'll tag someone's car. I'm going to mess their car up.
Oh, okay. You're getting hoodie, okay.
Oh, yeah, no. People don't mess with Brenda.
Well, of course not. She's a sweetheart.
We've even got like the 5 of Cups that just fell out as well. So there's like some unhappiness. You're good at closing doors. Yeah. Yeah. So like it's like don't be like, oh, woe is me. I even feel like the other person's gonna be kind of like, oh, woe is me on it. Nice on the spray paint. Yeah. Whoever it is, just let me know. Actually, my mom and I came up with like this genius idea that we never really like did, but like low key we should totally do. Okay, so hear me out. Get the glow in the dark spray paint. People won't know that you have tagged their vehicle until it's later on in the evening. But the key is you got to do it early in the morning, like before they leave for work, right? Like before the day has started, right? So then by the time they go to work and all that stuff, it's dried. They don't know that it's on there. And then at the end of the night when they go home, wouldn't you look at that?
See, baloney's just easier. And cheaper.
And cheaper. Isn't it? Isn't that a good idea? Just like spray paint a giant cock on the side of somebody's truck and glow in the dark spray paint and then just not say anything. I see nothing wrong with this idea, Aeson.
I see nothing wrong with the idea. I just think baloney's more useful. I mean, you're just giving them lunch.
Yeah, it peels the paint if it freezes. So, I mean, I see no reason why I shouldn't.
There we go. All right. But no, that's what reading should look like.
Yes, I've heard about the tampon thing.
Ping pong balls in the gas tank?
Yeah, or put tampons in because it gets sucked down into it and it clogs up the intake for the gasoline.
Ah, okay.
So you'd be like, I just filled it up. And you'll see like there's gas in the tank, but your car's not sucking it through because the little tampon got sucked in there. Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right. So anyway, that's what reading should look like.
Yeah. Quick, simple, straight to the point.
Yeah, we're still working on, your confidence, but we'll get you there.
Hold on. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. I was like, I dropped a card.
What's running away from you now?
Oh, one of my cards.
No, which one?
The five of candles.
The 5 of candles.
Arguments.
Oh, so the
5 of wands.
5 of wands.
Arguments, disagreements, smacking people on the head and wanting to strangle the person because they are just being an absolute brat.
See, I have a different view of the 5 of wands.
Do you?
Yes. Banter.
Huh?
Banter.
I'm like arguments. I'm like, if we're talking like 5 of swords, I'm like, this is just a fucking blowout. Like this is a war that's happening. I'm like, wands to me is just like they're minor disagreements and like you want to strangle the person because they're getting on your nerves and it's just like it's not working. Like the energies between two people aren't working and it's tense and it's argumentative and it's it's like oil and water. Sometimes I'll use that word to describe people involved. I'm like, they are oil and water and they're arguing and fighting against each other. He couldn't chase all the kids' cars anymore on weekends. Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no. Your aunt did the ping pong thing to a police car. Oh no. Well, I mean, it's your family, so Nikki's like, can't relate. Being catty.
Yeah, banter. Friendly banter. Well, and that's the thing with the cards is, the tarot cards themselves, there's enough meanings to the tarot cards that anybody could be right and anybody can be wrong. But there comes a point in time when stupid is stupid and it needs beat into the plane of existence of stupid.
I've seen people take the death card and be like, oh my God, there's a death in your family coming up.
No, that doesn't even.
I've seen it though. I've seen it happen, Aeson. That's why. And I'm like, no, it just, no. Yeah, stupid is as stupid does, right? Exactly. But it, like, okay, like, I mean, I know. I'm trying not to. They're like, calm down. I'm like, I am. But it's like, I can do an email reading and not be present. Like, not the person is not present in front of me, right? And things will come out in the email reading, the email video that I do, that like there is no possible way I could have known this information. And then a week or two after I've delivered that reading and the person sat on it and gotten back to me, they're like, I cannot believe that you said this, and this, because I haven't told anybody about this. They didn't, like, no one knows that that person passed away. There's no way you could know that about this person.
Right.
And it blows my mind when I say stuff that there's no possible way I could have known, like down to details.
Yeah. Oh, there's another, the death card is one of my picky cards. The other card that pisses me the hell off is the devil card. Okay.
Yeah. And then they're like, you're possessed, or you're haunted, or you have a hex on you because you have the devil card. And I'm like, no.
Or they'll do, oh, he's addicted to drugs. He's a narcissist.
No,
that's fucking pure ass lust, honey.
Like,
right through back.
I'm like, he's obsessed. It's obsession.
Yeah.
He is addicted, but he is addicted to whatever it is.
Well, see, I see it different.
And it depends and it also depends on the other cards that come out. You can't just like pull one card and just be like, this is your reading. No, that's part of it. Pull at least 3 or 4 cards to just get at least a good picture of what's going on.
Right, but no.
Use another deck. Use multiple decks. Get the advice of all of your friends, folks.
Exactly, but no. Where is it? Here he is. Pure fucking unadulterated lust.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've seen people interpret this card as drug addiction or you're possessed or whatever. Fuck that. This man wants to break your back, and not in the way and not in the immediate danger way either.
Let me see if I can find him in here. All right, so the devil card in here is Oogie Boogie. He's Oogie Boogie. In this, the devil card is, in this interpretation for this deck, is unsubstantiated fears or being afraid of something that is literally just a sack of bugs.
Exactly.
Okay, so it's like your fears or whatever it is that you're afraid of. Yes, I understand why you're afraid of it, because it looks really scary. But depending on what the other cards are around it, it depends on, this here does not represent lust. When did Oogie Boogie become a sex symbol, in my opinion? Never.
Right.
You know what I mean?
This one, which is the traditional devil card.
With Baphomet.
Which is, just lay out the sex. Lay out the fun, lay out the connection.
Chain to it, but you can very easily take those chains off and walk away from it if you choose to. It's not your prison forever.
Well, what's interesting is no one ever really looks at how she put this card together. Those chains are connected to them, but they're more chained. They're holding him.
Right, they're holding on to the chains, and the chains are really loose, so they can easily just take it off and leave.
Right. That's what we're saying.
Right, exactly. I'm like, the chains are so loose they can just walk away if they choose to.
Right.
But in this deck, there are no chains. It's just Oogie Boogie coming out from behind the corner. Oogie Boogie, yeah, he's big and scary looking, but honestly, he's just a burlap sack that's filled with maggots. You can stomp on him. You can cut him with a stick and poke him and grate a hole, and he's over and done with.
Right, but no, what they're not saying is it's not the couple chained by Baphomet. It is Baphomet being chained by the couple.
Yeah, because they're the ones holding and pulling him along for the ride. He's not pulling them; they're holding onto that.
Exactly.
The chains.
Yeah.
So the devil card meant that they were cursed. Are you kidding me? I actually heard, well, I'm sure that, somebody's in here. But I heard, somebody told me that a friend of somebody went to a palm reader and they were like, oh, in 2000 and something, you're going to have a horrible accident and you're like never going to recover from it. And my jaw hit the floor. Yeah, Aeson, hot. Yeah. I was like, they said what? And now this person, the person who got this palm reading, is now terrified and is now like dreading this year, like the year that they were given. They are dreading that year from approaching because they are under the impression that they are going to end up in a massively horrible accident.
Okay. Let's back up the page, shall we? There we go. Can we get this on air? Yeah, we can get this greatly on air. Wonderful. Give me your palm. We're gonna break this down. Awesome. All right.
Like I'm trying. Hold on. Let me
Let me
I'm
get
gonna
my
try
pointer.
to get it so because I have
Oh,
really good lines on my hand.
you
Actually,
do.
I've been told this by multiple palm readers. Every time I hand over my hand, they're like, "You have really nice lines." I was like, "I know I do."
Yes. Now let's
I've looked
take
at some people's palms and I'm like, "Can we put some chalk on your hand or some baby powder so I can get like a better look at like all of your wrinkles and creases? Because like, what is going on here, Mr. Baby Smooth?"
All right. First of all, we have your lifeline. Everybody, you can look at your hands. I'm using my magic pointer one here to explain this. It goes from the base of your wrist up until your completion.
Hold on.
Okay. Now, if we look at Natalie's lifeline, she has two lifelines.
Yes,
Meaning
I do.
she's going to have a double life. Okay.
And this little jagged little mountainous range over here, good lord, that's been a fun journey.
Yeah, that's called the love line. Okay.
That's been a real fun line to go through.
Okay, that is up relationships, down relationships. Now, you guys probably will not be able to see it, but mine is braided. My my lifeline is braided with my love line, meaning that my partners are always going to be involved in both love and life. This one up here, this long one up here is your career, it's your finances, it's your home.
Hold on, I have a pen here.
Ah, great.
I don't want to like cross over the lines that are already crossed over, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So give me a sec here. I'm gonna include some stuff.
Okay.
Some extra stuff. Okay.
All right. So this top line here, love, career, is also connected to your health. Mine is splits off in the end and goes even longer. So, I'm going to have a disability and it's going to change everything. You know what's not here and not in anybody's damn hand? Massive fucking accidents. You're going to see splits and it's going to continue to something else.
Okay. I don't know if that helps.
It does. Much. It does. It does beautifully. All right. So your relationships are spider veined, meaning they're multi-leveled. One starts and another one ends before your new one runs. You meet one, you replace them before you actually get rid of them, and then they pop back up. Looking at your money line, it's jagged all over the place. All over the place. You have times when you could buy fucking Walmart. You have times where you're at the soup kitchen.
Yeah.
Okay. Looking at your mounds there, they make a cup. With that, you've got to watch your emotional fortitude because that weakness there will cause an issue.
As I even included my little.
Yeah. Well, you even brought your mounds up. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Then we look at the mounds of Aries there, and that shows that there is no fight left in you.
That's so fun.
Yeah. Now, let's see the other hand. Which hand? Your writing hand. The hand you write with is your hand of, that's what you're dealt with at birth.
And I am left-handed, folks. This line goes all the way across, all the way into my fingers.
And don't forget your rings at the bottom, please.
Hold on. Don't forget my what?
Rings at the bottom.
Which ones?
These down here.
Oh. Hang on, I gotta take off my bracelets.
Okay.
You want me to do it for both hands?
No, just your active hand. Yes, we're having a read your palm night tonight.
I think that's all of them. That's the main map.
All right. Now let me see the wrist.
I've got two.
You got two. That'll be two grandkids you'll see in your lifetime.
Yeah, at least.
All right. So as we see, her health line is smoothed out much more, meaning she's on a concurrent track. Her career path has changed a lot more. It's getting a little bit more blended. Things are starting to coalesce, and one feeds to another, and it lines out. Then we see this split spiral here. It means that she's cut ties with a lot of her past. She ain't talking to people. She don't care about them. Her love line is, however, blending itself together with her lifeline. So eventually, Natalie will have someone that supports her work.
Hell, freaking yeah! I'll wait for the day.
I wasn't done. Thank you.
Like, give me your hand.
Exactly. All right, guys. Now, if you look up here at her health line, you see that it's starting to braid and fray a little bit. So she's going to have some health issues. Those issues, however, will not stop her, and it keeps going over her finger. So her health isn't her problem. But do we see? And she
it literally wraps. Wraps all the way around to like the top, like the almost like the whole side of my finger.
Wrong hand, wrong piece.
I don't care if I will be in hospital bed, laid up, tied to it in traction. I'll be like, I will still read your freaking mind.
No,
I don't even care.
This is the one I'm talking about that runs up through your middle finger, between your index finger.
This one right here. Yes. Oh, hang on.
Yes. See, it keeps going on and on and on. She can expect a long ass life by her health choices.
If you put these two together, it is like,
yeah.
I'll have to take a picture and I'll post it on my page. But it is like, yeah.
Do this.
It goes all the way up from in between one finger and like a massive swoop all the way up the other side, and they match up like perfectly.
Right. Now, if we look at her cusp here, it is now more opened, okay? So her love and her money, her Venus and her Aries are connecting more. With that connecting more, she's going to have to follow her passions or she will have more problems.
Yeah.
All right, now let's see your knuckles. Do this. Knuckles.
Like that?
Yeah, like punch the camera. All right, so we see in her less dominant hand here, what she walked in with was a lot of character and a lot of, because she's got that higher knuckle and there's not some deep ridges there. Okay, so that tells me that she's coming over her own self-growth and moving into a more smoother path. When we look at her other hand here with the rings on it, we see that path is going to be peaking and then making a drastic turn upward. So she walked in thinking battle, 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 and then one last battle, and then it smooths out to the rest of the thing. Mm-hmm. Nail beds? Say, nail beds? No, nail beds.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. All right, if we look, she has very nice nail beds. Her nails are somewhat done. So she is obviously a lady that works more, not in the fields. Okay, and with that change in career, because she did it one time, because if we look at her far pinky over here, underneath, above the T, we see that there's a lot of wrinkles and that nail bed's a little creasy. Whereas the other side, it isn't as creasy, it's a lot smoother around her nail. That shows that she's going from working in the fields to more so working less commoner and being more of the upper echelon. So she's going to be climbing up.
enough to bar flirt with it. I can just see you like, give me your hand, and like terrifying everybody.
Mm-hmm. All right. Now we also looking at her nails. She doesn't have a lot of white in her nails, so she's not a liar. When you're dating a man, look at their hand. If their nail beds have a lot of white lines in it, they're fucking liars.
I don't have any.
I know.
Like, hold on. No, I don't have a single one on there.
Right.
Nope, I speak the truth.
Yep. Okay. Now, see how her fingers hold? She's naturally holding her fingers that way. Look at how low that the pinky is to the T. Stick it up like that, please. Your T ring.
Which one?
This one.
My pinky.
Yeah, that one you just waved. See how it naturally goes low? And then this one naturally sets higher on the end.
This is where I want them to be.
Mm-hmm. Okay. This one here that's up higher says that she's working on her self-esteem.
Yep.
Okay. It also shows with the way she's holding her thumbs in there, one is more open, so she's becoming more of herself, where she was more reclined in the earlier life, so she probably wasn't talking that much.
Well, for a while I wasn't. Right. I went from chatty to like, I have nothing to say to anybody for a really long time.
Again, this is palm reading. This is what you should be getting when you do that $5 palm read.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't offer it. I don't offer it because it can take a while and people get a little bit wearisome and I just don't do it. Like, there's a lot of things I don't do because I don't find them fashionable.
Here, I'll see if, let me see. I'll send you a picture. We'll see if I can put it up on the thing.
Okay.
Nope. Let's try that again. That was too blurry. There you go. They're in that chat.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You can use them as you need. As long as they're not feet pics. You know.
And I'm getting rusty.
That's all right.
Yeah, I used to be able to be a little bit more elegant with this guy. So I don't know, one Patreon night or one Patreons, I might have them, send photos and let me play.
I've got ideas for my Patreon page. I'm not sure what I want to do with it yet. I have ideas. But if anybody wants to join me Patreon, please do. You get monthly readings. It's really fun.
I'm thinking about offering that one at a higher tier. My Patrons get discounts on readings currently, and they get a lot of freebies and they get the guinea pigs. All right, how can I? Let me see. Sign screen share.
And if you join my Patreon, you get discounts on like everything. Like
okay, we got to get ready. Let me get rid of some stuff here, guys. Give me a minute, and then we'll be able to play with this because I've got to change some stuff around. If you get a question, yes, we'll answer questions. You guys know that. Y'all guys know that you guys can buy us coffees. I think this one will work.
Maybe. We'll see.
We got a lot of new features, everybody, so we get to play with them. All right. So the first hand up, is this your writing hand or is this your non-writing hand?
That's my non-dominant hand. That's my right hand.
So your non-dominant hand.
Yeah, I'm left-handed.
Okay, so this is what she walked in with. Everything was fucking crisscrossed. The lines look fairly deep. What I would bring attention to is it shows that she has probably 4 option lines to leave this life, and then she's stuck here till at least 98. Okay? Because as you see, there's like, you see the where she's drawn going up to the knuckle, and it's left option lines there. One of those option lines is actually probably within the relationship that she's in right now. She's already past that one. She's moving into, you don't get out of here.
Yeah.
Okay. We also see her health line, her lifeline comes from multiple sources, and it really takes her a while to find her own passion. We see her finances improving. We see that she also connects that into her health. So we will probably see some transformational health stuff going on with Natalie. And with that, it causes her to actually bring it into her finances because it's leading right into her Mars, which is her activation energy. And it's between her Mount of Venus blending together. Then we have some lines over here. You see those little scratchy things over there? Yeah, that is scratchy things. Those scratchy things are actually different activations and different things she's planning on doing. And what we do not see here, that she did not walk in here with, was any plans to do anything hard labored. We don't see any roughage going on.
Yep.
Okay. Now let me see if I can easily just flip and it'll flip for me. Yes, here we go. This is your writing hand. Your writing hand is the hand that you have made. You came in with a messy chart. You cleaned that shit up.
Yep. When you had said like the one like she learned how to say goodbye to people and like just didn't let him back in again, I was like, ain't that the freaking truth?
Right.
I was like, snip, 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 breaking all the karmic ties, breaking all the history. I'm not taking it no more. I'm done.
Right. So we look at the ring finger, and it's got a line here you did not highlight for us.
Oh yeah, sorry. It's another X.
Well, it's not an X. It's actually a star.
Oh yeah, there's the up down. There I've got north south, and then I've got the.
You've got the astrological star in your ring finger. So with that, that tells me that your partner needs to be your astrological companion. All the problems of a comparisons chart needs to be worked on. Okay, we see her lifeline here. It runs between both of her index fingers, so she has to follow her own gut instincts. All right, and what else are we seeing here? If you were a steak, how far into your hand would you have to be well done? You know how to do that, right?
Oh, right here?
Yeah, how far in?
How far in do I like my steak?
No, how far in does it until it's well done?
Oh, until it's well done? Like here.
Okay. So it's right there around that Y in your palm.
Yeah, like right there.
Okay.
That's
all right. So that it shows that
like right there is like well done.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So that's right there in the Y. So can you guys see my mouse? Yes, you can. So right here, oh, I'm liking this. You guys can see my mouse. So right here, there is this massive V into almost a Y. Natalie has to answer the question why to everything.
I do.
Okay. Now with that, however, we see some coordinating lines going this way that lead into her lifeline and her love line. Now with that, however, she will always question, why is my life this way? What did I do wrong? She's going to have to work on that self-worth we talked about. She's also going to always be questioning her love life. Like, why do I like you? Are you valuable to me? Should I keep you?
Sorry, why do I like you? Like you have no idea how many times I thought, like, why do I even like you? Like, why?
Right.
You're so weird.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not just like that in love, it's that in all of my friendships and relationships, is all of them.
Right. Now looking at her fingers, we see that the lines in her fingers are braided. So she has to watch her motivational energy because everything is always tied to one thing, tied to another, tied to another. and it can get very mixed in your mind. Okay?
Yep.
Also, you feel trapped a lot of times because of all this braiding going on.
Yep.
Okay? So, with that, and I hope this makes sense to you, you've got to realize that you're moving up in levels when
Oh
other
yeah.
people will be decreasing.
Yeah. Oh,
Because if you,
I've been told that before. They're like, you got like a ladder.
yeah,
Like there is nothing really stopping you from
right. Now, here's the fun part is we see that the end of her palm, which is down here, we have one ring, and we have a ring there. So that's two grandbabies that you will see. Now, this latter one here may be twins, or will be a very significant charged family.
Yeah.
Okay? Okay, what else do I see on your palm? I zoom. Will it give me the ability to zoom? I don't want to go full screen. I don't want to edit. All right. So, into that looks good. All right. So, I can't compare the two on the same screen, but looking at it, you walked in with a lot of opportunities. I believe that if you've hit your late 40s, early 50s, you're set in stone.
Sweet.
Okay. You're going to be moving forward. Your love life and your lifeline are going to be moving forward greatly. Your money will be standardizing itself out probably around mid 45. The Saturn return, when it hits, it's going to be a fucking war zone. Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, like, hope you like tea and possibly, different things. We see
Yeah.
a lot of wear here in the fattiness of the hand here.
Oh yeah. I got a lot. I don't know if you guys can see, but I've like all these like striations going
Striations.
right across my thumb.
Right. That tells me you have a lot of luck and a lot of you having to work on really making sure that you're just being good to yourself. If you're not being good to yourself, fuck everything. Because that's
Right.
going to affect everything here. Now, if we look at this line that goes up her ring finger, and it even goes up to the wedding bands, okay? That means that she needs to watch her property. Okay?
Like my property.
What is yours?
Yeah.
You have to watch that. You get very connected to that. And that includes your own
I'm a
personal
Taurus.
energy because of the star here.
I was like, I'm a Taurus, all about the material shit.
Well, not about
That's
the material
mine.
shit. It's not that you're about the material shit, but because it runs to the ring finger.
It's what I hold dear to mine that is of value.
Mm-hmm.
It's that. It's
Yeah,
the things that I hold that are mine of value.
yeah. Now, I wouldn't date Natalie just because of that line.
Don't
I
mess
don't
with my
like
stuff.
jealousy.
Don't mess with the stuff that I like. It's very
Exactly,
simple.
including your mate.
It's very simple.
Mm-hmm.
Just don't mess with the stuff that I like. It's
Yeah,
not that hard, people.
yeah. Now, Patreons, if
And that
you
includes
will,
my friends. Don't mess with my friends, and you
yeah.
will not get my heat. But the problem is that my heat, I am a Taurus. So, like the whole bull in the China shop thing, I will be calm, cool, and collected until I get stung by the bee in the butt. And then I'm going to destroy everything.
Mm-hmm.
Everything. I will destroy you. I will not destroy you. As my mom put it, like I eviscerated
Mm-hmm.
my father with words.
Right. All right. So, if you guys think that Aeson should do this, Patreons, we will do this. Then take pictures of your palms, get them emailed into me. If you are not a
Do
Patreon
it.
and you would like a palm reading, you need to go over to Aeson Knight on one of the things and message me, and we'll debate if you can deal with a palm reading. Meaning, if I see enough there to offer you a palm reading.
Oh, goodness. Sorry. Someone who was messaging me, like, multiple messages all at the same time. I was like, wait, what's happening? What's happening? What's happening?
Yeah.
It's okay.
Okay.
You know how when that happens.
Yes.
You hear it buzz once, and you're like, okay, and then you hear it buzz again, and then again, and then again, and you're like, okay, so someone's in trouble. Like, let's take a look at that real quick.
Yeah.
We're good.
We're good. Awesome. Okay.
Some rage yoga. What is rage? It's like breathe in and then breathe out. I could totally see me doing that too.
Let me ask something.
That could be a thing. Like inhale and then exhale while you're like metal screaming into the abyss.
More than just practice, rage yoga is an attitude and method of connecting with your most badass self.
Well, there you go. I mean, if I stood in warrior pose and had a machete in my hand, I'm pretty sure I would feel pretty badass. So, you know.
Okay, I'm sending you a video.
Natalie grabs the spray paint, literally. Like, I messaged me afterwards because one of these days I will have to send you like messages of, okay, I'm gonna say this because it happened so many years ago. So if you want, okay, so Aeson saying like I don't want to mess with Natalie because like like if she gets upset like she's like I will take things to a whole extreme and I will make you regret the fact that you fucked with me. Okay, so I had a boyfriend once. As far as I know, he's still once. I had a boyfriend once. And so this boyfriend, I found out that this boyfriend cheated on me. And the way that I found out that this boyfriend of mine had been cheating on me was I went into our closet because I lived with the guy, and I found a moving box. And in the moving box, I was like, that's weird. I've never seen this box before. And this box didn't have just like a few. It was filled, like we're talking like a moving box, like a U-Haul moving box. And it was filled with pornography and photographs of my friends in my house, naked. Okay. So very obviously this dude that I've been like, hanging out with for like 5 years or whatever, also just going to slip in the little nugget of he was terminally ill at the time. Okay. Just slide that little nugget in there too. I did not care.
Right.
Okay. I called his mom because I loved his mother. And I was like, my darling, I love you to pieces, but your son has done something very, very wrong. And I'm going to go and punish him for doing the wrong thing. But I just thought I would give you a little heads up just because he's going to come crawling to you this evening saying, hey, something happened and I need a place to stay tonight. And I'm just letting you know ahead of time that this is why he's going to be calling you and asking you if he can use his old bedroom this evening. Okay. So I took this box of pornography and photographic evidence that I had, and it was not a small box. I'm just going to say that again. It's not a small box. And I drove to his work, which I'm going to say now that he used to work in a Starbucks inside of a very, very busy Barnes & Noble in a very, very, very busy side of town, okay? Like this Barnes & Noble was never not busy from breakfast until the time it closed. There was at least 50 people inside this cafe and in the bookstore, okay? So I walked in with this box and he saw me parking and he was very excited to see me. And I walked in and he's like, hey, baby, how's it going? And I was like, hey, sweetheart, have I got a present for you? And I took that box and I dumped every single magazine, DVD, VHS tape, and photograph onto his workspace countertop at the cafe where everyone was working. And I left with the box. So he had nothing to put it back in with. Okay. He had nothing to put it back in to. Okay. He was going to have to go and scramble and go find a trash bag or something to put all of this pornography in. So not only did I out him and let him know that I was aware of his multiple affairs, but now the entire Barnes & Noble and like most of downtown St. Louis was also aware of his kinks, his interests, his lusts, his, just his ability to stay monogamous in a relationship.
Yeah. Shannon, you do. Yes. Please label them, even though we'll do them during the station meeting. All right.
Don't mess with me.
Well, no.
Because if you hurt me, I'm going to take whatever things I have on you and I'm going to publicly expose it to the entire downtown city.
Just the city? I mean, can't we do like a global area?
Well, it was St. Louis, so there was a lot of people.
Okay. I
It
don't
was
know.
a
My
lot of
ideas
people.
normally die.
And it wasn't just like the coffee shop Starbucks, like it was like the full-on restaurant. So like they all of the tables had somebody sitting at them.
Okay. That works.
And I left and I drove home and I cried and I also laughed at the fact that I had done that and like not gotten in trouble for it yet. And I was fully anticipating someone calling me or knocking on the door and being like, you can't do that, but that never happened. I got away with that and I was like, you can't be here anymore. You need to go.
Yeah.
But yeah. So don't cheat on me. Just this little thing right there. Just don't cheat on me. It's fine.
Mm-hmm. But no, now I think I'll pick it up, but it's not going to be anybody can order service for right now because I've got to perfect it.
Yelling around, it's a thing.
Yes.
Now you just remove. Now I just dissolve them in battery acid, and they're gone forever.
See, I have always been the type that just removes people. But you heard,
like I just
you're no
removed
longer
them from
part
my
of
life.
my world.
What does
I
that
don't
mean?
speak with you. I don't say your name. You no longer exist.
Right. Yeah.
You know.
You are not worth the breath that it would take for me to utter your name's existence. Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
And that's just me. That's how I deal with it. If you hurt me, if you do something deceptive, you don't exist in my world. You don't exist in my plane. You don't exist in my reality. You don't belong anywhere.
Yeah. Exactly.
Um,
It's like, I'm sorry, who are you talking about?
I don't know them.
Right.
Yeah.
But like, wait, that name kind of sounds familiar, but it's not ringing any bells. Like, that's the worst. When you're like, it sounds familiar, but I'm not sure if I remember you.
Mm-hmm. I don't even do I'm not sure I remember you. It's like, can I help you?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's professionally too.
One of my favorite things to do was like when somebody had like, upset me and they would kind of like enter into like try and like tiptoe into a conversation that they were not a part of. And
Mm-hmm.
I would just like look at them and then immediately just get back to the conversation. I would just give them like this blank look like, what? Like, who are you? And then just continue on with the conversation and completely stonewall them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it didn't matter what they said. If they laughed, if they sniffled, if they interjected at all, I did not acknowledge their statement. They did not exist.
Right.
And to make somebody to have somebody standing right next to you trying to get your attention and you are actively making them invisible. It's not ignorance. You have made them completely invisible. They do not exist. That feeling is horrible to give to somebody. Horrible. Deserved at times, but horrible.
Exactly.
Yeah. I may or may not have created a bottle for one.
I don't even create bottles. I stopped creating bottles. Potatoes. Rotten potato,
Put them in a rotten potato, core it out, stick their name in it.
Oh, don't even take the time to core it out. Slice the potato, stick your
and just slap it in there and stab it with a toothpick to keep it together.
Exactly. And just, let their life rot.
Oh, you could. Oh, yeah, just get a skewer and just shove it all the way through.
Nah, no need. Why waste the skewer? Good wood is hard to find.
It is. Pun intended there.
Pun intended.
I wouldn't know. It's been over 8 years since I had any.
Okay, so let's talk about that curse damn thing because I'm about sick of that.
Which thing?
You're cursed. You're cursed. You're terrible. The world is going to end because I don't know. You pissed me off on Tuesday.
I've seen a lot of people just throwing curses and hexes and stuff like that. And while that can be an absolute thing, I'm not saying that people aren't, but it's not everybody, okay?
Let's back this down. Okay. Like everyone knows, magic is a skill.
Yes.
Magic is a skill. It has to be practiced and formulated and combobulated correctly.
And it takes time.
Takes practice, takes effort, takes energy. First of all, if you piss a real spellcaster off enough for them to bother, because I'll tell you, most witches are lazy. We don't like fucking doing shit.
The way that you just said that, I was like, yes. I was like, the fact that you have made me get up and go and find a clean jar. The fact that you have now made me get up and do research into whatever it is that I need to do to you to reverse Uno your what you sent to me. I'm now even more angry that I've had to get up from my place of comfort and now I have to actively do something against you. Like now you've made me even more mad.
Yeah. Or they're busy. Normally, I'm the latter. I'm busy. I ain't got time to deal with stupid people.
Right.
First off. Second of all, do I even want to bother? Third off, if you think someone has cursed you, it's so easy to rat-a-roo. Go get a brick. And I'm not talking a gray brick. I'm not talking a white brick. I'm not talking whatever else fucking brick they have created. Go and get a nice red brick. Take it to either the woods or your bathroom, and if you're feminine intended, the bathtub.
Yep.
And you hose that sucker down. And you take that happy little brick, you go to your local water, reservoir, river, creek.
Throw it on in the river.
Throw it in the river. Then you go home and you take a shower. And you put on some really nice cologne. And you do your hair and you do your makeup. And you move on with your life. And yes, I'm bitchy. Do your hair and your makeup because it makes you act and feel differently.
Hang on. My mama.
Do what?
My mom.
Ah. Mama good?
I think so. I'm pretty sure.
Right.
Yeah, clay dust was another one. I had seen taking a piece of broken pottery and smashing it up as well.
Well, you should, always, if someone gifts you broken glass and someone gifts you broken needles and someone gifts you the ability to have a jar and someone gifts you, I don't know, some bad wine, they all fit nicely in a jar.
Right. They do.
Add some other personal items, anything that would be, confirmed by a scientist as being able to detect you as a human being, a particular human being, stick it in a jar and have a doppelganger anywhere. However, be aware of that. What I mean by that is if you go to get a reading, understand that they may read your doppelganger if they are only reading the base level.
Very true.
Yeah.
And don't go in asking them to read on other people either.
I don't mind reading on other people. Like, I don't care. I'll read on anybody. That's a new age thing of, oh, you got to have permission. Fuck that. If I want to know what the hell's going on, I'm going to ask my cards.
I'm like, do you not want to know anything about yourself? You just want to know what your ex-boyfriend of like 7 years ago is doing, seriously?
And you don't have the power of Google?
Right.
Can we talk about this?
Like there's just like pieces of me, and I'm like, do you really have nothing better to do with your time than to just sit there and ask me like what your ex-boyfriend from like 15 years ago is up to? Like, why do you care?
Because you want him back.
I know, but you're not the same person anymore. Neither is he.
And that's why they want him back.
I'm like, well, I'm like, he swings for a different team now. Anyway.
Well, I charge a few $100 an hour too.
Water war.
Water.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. You can just get some rusty nails.
Yeah.
Those are fun to do. Razor blades.
Yeah.
Throwing some chili peppers.
Yeah. Yeah. If y'all guys want premium sessions, you can go over here and book a premium session. I highly recommend the hour. Your choice.
I love my hour sessions. I have the most fun in those.
I have a lot of fun in them. But no, you can go over here and book a lovely session with me if you would like.
There it goes.
There it goes. Took it a bit. Is your cup empty? Because mine is. And we've already designed a new product tonight. Well, not a new product. Just a product I haven't figured out how to do yet. It didn't figure out how to do. Now I know how to do.
I've got to print labels off of my cleansing spray because I've got some different sizes now available, but I've got to print off my labels before I get them up on the shop. But those are going to be added too as well, and they'll be available in person as well as on my shop for shipping.
Right. Awesome. We have Psychic Saturday coming up, and yes, I want to actually talk to my WVU psychics, see if we can do a virtual psychic fair sometime in September.
I should be able to do that.
Yeah, because it's normally quiet in September.
I'm like, do I have anything going on in September? I was like, I've got Case Paranormal in October.
Mm-hmm.
We've got Central West Virginia Pagan Pride.
Mm-hmm.
But then after that, I'm like, in between those two, I don't think I have anything.
Do a palm reading class. I can do an intro class. I might do that. It'll take me a little bit of time, and I got to get with Joe to design a manual because I don't teach a class without a manual.
Right.
You got homework in my classes.
That's so great.
What? Like, my tarot class is a professional level class.
Yes, it is. It's a good one, too.
Mm-hmm.
If my vehicle, okay, my car is literally, like, it's done, okay? And I don't have the financial means to purchase a new one at this moment.
Mm-hmm.
I'm working on it.
Okay.
I'm working on it.
Mm-hmm.
I may have a new car coming. I don't know. We'll see.
Right. You are going to have a new blue car coming.
I don't know if it's going to be blue yet.
It'll be blue.
Will it?
Yeah.
I hope so.
Yes.
I have to be able to pay for it.
Why?
Who else is going to?
Not my point.
If I don't pay for it, it doesn't exist, Aeson.
Step into the vortex. Allow the pathway to create itself.
If I step into any vortex, I will never come back out of it, okay? Like, you will never see me again. You'll be like, well, there she went. See ya.
Go watch what I posted on my personal Facebook page. Go watch that video.
On your personal Facebook page?
On my personal Facebook page.
Right.
Listen to it every morning. It'll help you.
All right.
Resistance is futile.
I've been doing that a lot with some of my clients, and they're like, I'm just now realizing that none of this actually like makes any difference. And I'm like, I'm so glad that you are now catching on and catching up. And they're like, wait, what do you mean? Like, it actually doesn't make any sense. Quit blocking it already, Natalie. Yeah, okay. Well,
Actually, I think I need to research. I need a merch. Let me text Joe. We need shirts to say resistance is futile. The tarot says so.
Right. And then have like the hanged man in the background. I just have the hanged man. Like, listen, you just gotta let it go, dude. You just gotta let it go. Let it go. Let it go.
Put in your order for a blue car that has a silver emblem. You want good all-weather tires on it. You should be able to haul all your equipment, including a massage table and a tent and your tablecloths and 3 boxes of merchandise. It should be getting about 38 miles a gallon on interstate. And I like leather seats. I don't know about you. And a bopping sound system.
As long as I have an FM radio available to me, I'm fine. Like
Uh-huh.
I don't care.
Yes, and
I
it
would
needs to be
love to have.
automatic with
I would
power
love to
seat.
have a car that has heated lumbar. I like that's all. That's all I need
Yeah,
because like anything more than 20 minutes in a car, I want to rip my legs off.
that's why it needs power seats so you can change you can just reach down
Yeah,
to the side and move the seat so your body thinks you moved.
yeah.
It should have four-wheel drive because you live in fucking Mountainville.
I do live in Mountainville. I do.
Okay.
I do.
Uh, and it needs to have a six-cylinder engine, automatic transmission that has automatic little four-wheel drive. It also should have no rust on it. Um, let's see. I wanted to have a lovely muffler system that's quiet so that you can actually take calls while you're driving. It should have the ability to have a tow hitch, but you're not going to tow with it because you want the transmission to be happy. Uh,
Yeah, I do. I've had enough problems with just in general just engines not being happy.
right. Well, that's because you always just don't think about how smooth and quiet the engine runs and how wonderful the transmission shifts in it and
I,
all the brakes and rotors and all that stuff is magically corrected there. Maybe some silver along the sides would be nice. Um, the headlights work, the singles work, and the insurance on it is cheaper than what you currently pay.
I better be because I swear I think I've gotten to the point now with the car that I have now that I don't want it's I don't want to drive anymore. Like,
Mhm.
and I even joked around with one of my friends. I'm like, I'm low key becoming agoraphobic, but it's not because I have a fear of the outside. I just have a fear of leaving my house in that car. I was like,
Actually, that's a thing that is actually connected to being psychic.
is it like it's?
Yeah,
it's that. I'm like this second. I'm like it's that car.
yeah,
It's. I've already had so many problems with it, not accidents, but just it breaking down, falling apart while I'm literally driving it that I don't trust getting into that vehicle and knowing that I'm going to even make it down the road and up again without damaging it or myself.
right.
And I'm like, it's one of those things. I'm like, no, I don't trust it. I don't trust it. I don't feel safe in that vehicle. I physically do not feel safe.
Right. Well,
You
you
know,
don't trust a lot of things, so that's the thing.
I
But
don't trust a lot of things, but I have good reasons to not trust a lot of things.
uh-huh. But anyhow, so keep visualizing this beautiful blue and silver SUV, and just let it be delivered to you.
Just be like, free of charge. Thank you so much.
Well, don't worry about it. Just see the title in your hand with no lien on it.
Okay. Title no lien.
Yeah. Because the title is blue. No, it's green and white in the state of West Virginia. It is a one-page document printing on both sides, and you want only your name on the title and only your name on anywhere because it's yours.
Right.
Yes,
It
well,
is
that's
mine.
active manifestation. Spend about 5 minutes a day dreaming about driving the car into the driveway and flipping the fob and it blinking its lights and doing the little toot.
And I know exactly what you're talking about too. It's like the car farts right when you walk away. Boop.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Envision that and just hold that vision.
Yeah.
You
Because I'm
know,
just like,
when
I
you
don't trust that car. I don't trust my car as far as I could throw it. And it's that, yeah.
well, and when you're behind the wheel of your car, see it doing the same thing. Now,
Yeah.
guys, I'm out of time blocks, so we will see you next
Yes.
month when you're back with me.
Yes. On the 24th. No. What is my next date?
I'm checking. Your next date is the 20th of July.
20th
Yes.
of July.
I think.
Cool deal. I'll see you then.
20th or 27th, one of the two.
Yep.
Yep. Depends on how everything else falls.
Cool deal.
Oh, see,
Paid
paid in full. All right, guys.
Yep.
We hope you've enjoyed this lovely coffee and tea. I hope you learned something from palmistry. Remember, readings are there as GPS. If Google says there is a wreck ahead, divert to 52.
Yeah.
Divert to
Listen
52.
to it.
That doesn't mean that when you get on 52, there's another wreck. So if you happen to be someone that got told that in 2023 you're going to have a massive accident, say, fuck it, I'll design my own path. Thank you very much. I'll take the exit on the left.
Right. I just said like when they told me that, and I was like, first of all, no. Second of all, what the fuck is wrong with that reader?
Mm-hmm.
As like, in 3, incorrect. You know, I was like, how do I put this nicely? They were wrong.
Right. All right, guys. You have a magical, magical day. Bella, I am so proud you made lasagna. Now, next time, I want you to make the sauce too.
From scratch. 3 days in advance.
Yeah. All right, guys. You have a lovely evening. Bye, y'all.
Bye, everyone.